This is King Arthur Knight's Tale. That sounds like the titles of two different movies, but it's actually a video game. I think this one is still in early access, if I remember correctly, but I grabbed it because it is a tactical game in the vein of XCOM, only it's much more about like melee combat, because you're big armored knights trudging around hitting each other. So it's set in sort of a darker version of the Arthur legend, where Arthur is defeated by Mordred, is taken to Avalon, and I think is resurrected into some kind of undead monster. So I am undead Mordred, who is here to slay undead Arthur. So I've played through the tutorial mission, and that's all I've played through. So when I hit the continue button here, I'm going to be starting mission 2, not really knowing what to expect. That's Arthur, by the way. His teeth are placed kind of oddly on the different sides of his face. I'm pretty sure... I don't know if he actually looks like this when you meet him, because I haven't met him yet. Alright, so yeah, so I just finished a mission at Camelot, where I was just... for some reason... Was Camelot on Avalon? I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. So I just finished a mission at Camelot, where I just learned how to defeat pretty standard enemies, took over the place, and now I'm starting my own Knights of the Round Table to go and try to fight evil undead Arthur. I got to make a moral choice at the end where I decided not to sit down on the throne and not to usurp it, which I think that's actually what Mordred did want to do, so I may be a little bit out of character, but I decided not to usurp the throne, but just to start like a task force of knights. And that was credited to me as being like, a noble person and not like an evil usurper. So it looks like, actually, it's kind of behind my head. I've got a mission out here amongst the ruins, so we're going to go over here. The nearby Kingstone is plundered by a marauder knight. Kingstone, what a regal name for a mudhole. Anyway, the village belongs to the throne, and I must teach these brigands a harsh lesson about boundaries. Also, I will need plenty of masons, woodcutters, and laborers to restore Camelot to its former glory. Free the village from a marauding knight, and put the remaining serfs to work in Camelot. Excellent! Feudalism! So, we'll get into the game, and we'll see what manner of game it is.
I think we are too late. I don't see any survivors.
Alright, so you spend a lot of your time between combats just running around the world. In fact, this reminds me a little bit of, what's it called? Mutant Year Zero? This has got a flow to it that's very similar to Mutant Year Zero. Only there's a lot more flexibility in the tactics. Oh, hello.
Come on, then, fellows. Let's play.
So we are nothing but undead knights here.
Yes, the righteous fool, trying to save the village on his own.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is a lot like Mutant Year Zero, that you wander around the world until you encounter combat, and then it drops into turn-based. It's all tile-based, square tiles. One thing, okay, so a couple things that make it different from XCOM. It's got action points. These little pips at the bottom are my action points, and so I can keep moving and attacking until I run out of them. I'm trying to remember if I'm allowed to move after I attack. I may or may not be able to, but I can take my move incrementally. Like, for instance, like I want to move right here to attack this guy from behind, but if I go like this, he's going to get an attack of opportunity on me as I move from one square, as I move into a square that he controls, and then try to move out of it again. It's like Dungeons and Dragons rules. But I think I can move incrementally. Move here, and then move here. I'm right-clicking to move, because you're actually, when you're in movement mode here, you can actually left-click to change the facing of your person, which matters, because there is such a thing in this game as backstabbing. So you see, I got backstab credit for that, which means he's down to by a lot more of his health than he normally would be. So similarly, I'm going to send Sir Kay over here. And so, yeah, so Arthur attacked, and he wasn't able to act again. Sir Kay, I believe that if Sir Kay attacks, that costs 4 AP, so that'll cost the rest of his AP. You'll notice when you're moving, the green tiles show where you can go and still attack. The yellow tiles show where you can go and not be able to attack. But I can attack this guy, so we're going to take him out. So I think attacking from any of the 3 tiles behind an enemy counts as a backstab. You'll notice that it didn't automatically end my turn, even though Kay is out of moves and Mordred is out of moves, is out of action points. It doesn't end automatically. That's because there are some actions you can actually perform at the very end of your attack, at the very end of your turn if you want to. If you have any AP left, even if you can't move and you can't attack, there's still some stuff you can do, but not for me right now. So I'm just going to end my turn and see what happens. Oh, changing your facing, for instance. Like, if that guy had been wise, he probably would have moved a little further and tried to backstab me. And I could have prevented that by facing him if I were cleverer than I am. So attacking is not the only thing that I can do. Like, for instance, I can cast this spell called Stigma that makes a character more vulnerable. And similarly, Kay has got this ability to cleave and hit multiple adjacent enemies at once. Now, I don't think either of these would be particularly good ideas right now. Because I'm standing right next to the guy to start, I can hit him twice. And now I've still got one action point. So yeah, it looks like I can move after I attack. I'm going to face this direction in case this guy decides to charge me. Though I'm pretty sure Kay is going to actually take him out. And then I've got one action point left. If you hit this button, that will save that action point for the next turn. So for instance, Mordred, his attacks cost 3 action points. So normally I can only do 2. If I manage to save 2 action points, then I could attack 3 times next turn. Now it isn't actually 1-to-1. You don't save as many action points as you've got left. If you got 1 action point or 2, then saving gets you 1 action point next turn. If you've got 3, 4, or 5, that gets you 2 action points. And if you've got 6 or higher, that gets you 3 action points next turn. So I'm going to save that 1, and then Kay is going to run up here and probably murder this man. There we go. Combat's over.
By the old gods, Sir Mordred. Rumors are true then. You have returned.
Sir Balin, wasting away your talents as always.
I'm only following my knightly oath by protecting the innocent. The nearby village is plagued by these brigands, and I must stop them.
I hate to admit, but I'm here for the same reason. I need this land.
So you are truly taking King Arthur's place in Camelot, recruiting knights. You should find my brother. He would be a great fit to your dark court.
I fought and killed your late father in Camelot. No hard feelings, I hope.
Finally, you committed a murder that you should not regret. He became a disgrace to everything he fought for in his life. Death was salvation for him.
I assume I would be getting more out of this story if I knew the first thing about the Arthur legend, which I do not.
You are not the only one looking for him. Something terrible happens to Avalon, and people need guidance.
You have a point. Do you have any idea where he could be?
The ship that brought him to Avalon reached shore beyond the Bridge of Sorrows. I would start looking for him there, in the Whispering Cove. That's what my father told me and my brother, anyway.
I will get to the bridge as soon as I'm finished here.
Our goals are the same. I'll accompany you.
I don't care where Balin is. Let's go. Okay, so I've got a third person now, and actually you can't really see this, but I've got 3 people now instead of 2. So I love how none of them have faces. They've just got their distinctive helmets. So far, I have never taken any damage in this game. And I'm pretty sure that was just because I was in the tutorial. And I just did really well in this particular combat, or, whatever. This combat was deliberately easy. So I'm curious, at what point I'm actually going to start taking damage. So I guess I'm supposed to go this direction. It feels like I could go this direction. And yes, by the way, Rosenberg, when I'm talking about Mutant Year Zero, I am talking about that game that stars a duck and a pig. It's a post-apocalyptic duck and a post-apocalyptic pig.
Animals. Half of the village is killed and maimed, the other half hiding in the woods. We must stop this.
Ooh, what's this? It's gold. Can I go inside any of these huts? Nope. Okay, so this, it actually explicitly tells you when you're going to trigger combat, which I really wish that, say, XCOM did that. Because so many of the things that go wrong in XCOM have to do with you overextending your forces by accident by one little tile and triggering an entire other enemy unit to come crashing down on you. When there's multiple entrance points like that to a battle, you can actually choose which one you use and where you spawn your guys.
These are not even worthy to stand trial. We shall kill them all.
Still the good old Balan, protector of the weak.
Spare me the cynicism. You are here for the same reason as I am. To save these people.
Yes, I need them to work the fields, see?
You are a disgrace to everything the Round Table stood for.
Maybe this land needs my round table to survive.
Okay, yeah, so I get this little green area where I can decide where to place my dudes.
Awaiting your command.
So I think I'm going to try to send Mordred after this guy, and the other two after these guys. And just have Mordred, like, run around the outside, basically. Oh, wait, oh. You know what? I think I'm going to need Mordred to tank. He's got more hit points than anybody else, and I have not yet determined whether or not I'm actually taking damage at this point in the game. So,
Your orders?
there. Let's try this. Okay, so I could, yeah. So let's run up here. So whenever you approach an enemy, like you start right next to them, you automatically face them. And if you attack an enemy, I think you're locked into facing the direction of the attack. I'm pretty sure. Like, can I? Oh no, I'm not. No, after the fact. This is the main reason why they have you manually end each turn, is because even after you've attacked, you can totally decide what direction you want to be facing. So I don't know what direction I want him facing until I know whether or not there's an archer over here. So, Balan. Nope, there's no archer. It looks like... Oh, no, we're back to K. Well, I didn't actually check to see what Balan's other thing was. A power attack. He can do extra weapon damage and break some armor. Okay, that's cool.
Ready to fight.
All right, so K, the only thing he can do that's really productive is running up here and hitting this guy, but that seems worthwhile. Taking out an enemy and reducing the enemy team's ability to damage you is pretty important. Okay, so I'm going to face these guys. I think this guy might be ranged, so I want to make sure none of them are getting behind me. And I don't think I've got any action points to reserve, so nope, we're going to end turn. Ow! Okay, so I am not taking health damage. It looks like they're hitting my armor. But how do I know how much armor we have? Like, how is that managed? Oh, okay, down here. So the tutorial does kind of expect you to sort of like explore a little bit and find things out yourself. So it says, armor is subtracted from any hit's damage, and only the difference is suffered. Depending on the damaging skill's armor breaking, the target will lose some armor. Okay, so so Mordred started with 5 armor, which is why these low damage attacks aren't doing anything. But I'm sometimes losing the total amount of armor, so I'm gonna start taking damage at some point, just not yet. But let me see if K can take this guy out.
Take them.
Okay, he can. Cool. And because he took them out, now Mordred can move and approach this guy. Now, I think I might be able to get behind him. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, no, I can't. This puts me in his range, and so I couldn't just skirt around. So, let's attack, I guess.
Too late to run now.
And... Okay, so I can't...
Your Highness?
I can't damage him again, but I can curse him so that he takes more damage next time. There actually isn't a good reason to... Oh, wait, no, I can hit... Wait. Oh, wait, okay, never mind. I was going to say, I do have enough, action points to attack, but I don't actually. I've just switched to K. So I guess I'll just approach this guy to keep him from moving around too much, but I can't do much else, so I'm going to reserve that action point for next time. Meanwhile, Sir Balan is going to run over here, get ready to take out this ranged dude. And again, he automatically faces the nearest enemy, which is helpful. Ow! Ow! So, I'm glad I brought Balan up here because...
Repent, sinners!
Oh, what? Hello, ally! Oh! It's very helpful, thank you. Okay,
Ready
so
to fight.
let's start with K. go. And can Mordred get up there? I mean, he can get up there, sure. And yeah, so Balan. So enemies that are using ranged weapons don't have zones of control, so they don't get attacks of opportunity. So you can skirt around them.
Christ on the cross.
Well, thank you,
Mercy for the fallen.
archer person.
Ah, Sir Mordred. You really don't have to thank me.
A lady with a bow. I could use something. Use someone like you.
I'm Lady Dindrain, the Lord's chosen, seeker of the Holy Grail.
I always thought that this quest was meant for Galahad and Percival.
Aren't you helpful? I wish I had thought of that earlier.
Where are the Grail Knights then? You must know them well.
Do I know them? Yes, you can say so. Percival is my brother, a bright light in the encroaching darkness, fighting his battles where I can't reach him.
And Galahad?
Galahad is, well, trust me when I say that he is truly lost. No, I'm alone in my holy quest. It is my trial by fire.
Yes, Rosenberg, I loved Gears Tactics. I hit a point in it where, for some reason, I dropped off and I wasn't able to continue. I think maybe I just got distracted by another game, but I thought Gears Tactics was a brilliant game. I mean, it took the XCOM model and really tried some surprising new things with it. So if you're out there and you're an XCOM fan and you have not tried Gears Tactics, it is definitely worth your while. Don't tell me you're looking for the Grail among these hovels.
No, I'm looking for redemption in this hellhole, Dread Knight.
You're hoping to die from a cheap rusted blade?
No, sir. I'm hunting down their leader, the Marauder Knight hiding in a ruined tower.
Our destination is the same then.
The good Lord sent you then. I'm always glad to have some walking shields around me. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Let's go look in a barrel.
Look what I found.
Yay, a potion. So I think that you pick up loot in the world, but I think you don't actually get to apply your loot until between missions.
This is my lucky day.
So I'm getting a bunch of stuff, but I can't actually use it until later. Oh, it's got a little tutorial on potions. During combat, you can use various potions with your heroes if they have them in their inventory. With potions, you can heal yourself, replenish armor, or even action points. Using a potion costs 1 AP. Alright, cool. So it looks like the potion was put in our inventory. In our shared inventory, I guess? I don't remember having one before.
They're chasing me! Help!
Wave 1?
Please!
Oh no, there'll be multiple waves. Okay, so I guess the enemy's up there somewhere? Let's do this one step at a time. Hello, bad guy. Okay, I guess if he's going to come running at me, I don't want to stand where he can easily reach me to hit me. So I guess going here is fine. Unless a bunch of them have bows. Okay, fine. Okay, so she can shoot them if she's standing here. So let's shoot someone with a bow.
For the Lord Almighty.
Nice. Take that. Okay, she's done. It's okay. Let's run you up there. Oh, hey there, aimless fellow. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. Let's get these guys as close as I can. Oh, Tender Lindsay's pointing out, while I'm recommending tactics games, that Invisible Ink is another good recommendation too. Actually, yeah, one of my favorite videos that I've made is one of me beating the very hardest incarnation of Invisible Ink. It was actually one of my first videos that ever got over 1,000 views, and I was very, very proud of it. So yeah, I'm a massive Invisible Ink fan. It's a very different game from this. It's not really about tactics, it's about stealth, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, so I think everybody here is out of action points. So, and I think they're all sort of facing the way I want them to, so let's just leave it. I appreciate that they're not making each of these enemies take a bunch of time making their moves. Like, that was a lot of enemies, and that went really smoothly. Okay, so it looks like we're actually set up for me, for the very first time, to use Sir Kay's special ability. But he has to take an attack of opportunity to do it. And I'm going to say worth it, because I want to see him use this ability. So he's got Cleave, which means... By the way, I just love the way that this UX works. Check this out. Like, I point at one tile, and it, like, the other tiles that Cleave will hit just snake around me. Cleave! Haha! Take that, jerks! Alright, let's leave him alone for a sec. And let's walk up and annihilate that dude. And then... Sir Balan? Okay, if I want... Okay, so right now, Arthur's out of reach of this guy. If I want Balan to be out of reach, I should send him here. And then just have him save. You can save too. I guess I'll just get a little closer, because why not? Save. But now we've got Dindrain. Now, firing her bow costs 4 AP, so she can do it twice if she's in range, but she's not in range. If she stands here, she'll be in range, but then she won't be able to fire twice. So I think I'm going to move her much closer, so that maybe next time, if there is a next time, she'll be in a good position to get off 2 shots. And with that, I'm pretty sure we're done. I kind of want to see their action points on their portraits so that I can just tell at a glance if I've got any left. Okay, so these guys, they could move up to me, but because I deliberately held back, they couldn't move and attack in the same turn. And I can't cleave them both, so let's just take this raider out with 2 hits. Yeah, so unlike XCOM,
Now you are dead.
this game lets you attack twice if you don't
I'm still standing.
use all your action points. Okay, so that was wave 1, I guess. I thought that was just going to be a very long battle because it said wave 1 at the beginning, but I guess we're going to fight a bunch of battles that all have names like wave 1, wave 2. Let's run in here real quick. Oh, we can't. Oh, hey. Hello, person.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, you're welcome. Is that it? All right, cool. So is there a way to go down here? It looks like I might be blocked off. Okay, yeah, it looks like I got nowhere to go. So let's backtrack. Let's see where else there might be bad guys. Maybe this
The
way.
shrine.
Shrines, huh? What are they? Random positive or negative effects. Interesting. Heroes with high enough spell power can reveal the effect. You feel like it will unleash the following power. Regain armor. Use it! I know Mordred took a bunch of hits, right? It looks like they're all about the same. So whatever. Mordred. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you can kind of see, if you look over here, I don't know what your resolution is like, but there are 5 tiny little armor pips here, and 4 on the other 2, because they're down. And so yeah, so I just restored Mordred's armor. There wasn't much to restore. And so I think I'm going to stay on the right side here, because I don't think the mini-map is the most important thing for you to be able to see.
Look at you, Mordred. In the old days, you raised the towers of mad wizards and crushed the champions of the She. And now you are trying to save some dirt-poor villagers. How profoundly annoying it shall be for you.
Okay, so now everybody got armor restored. That was nice. Except for her. She doesn't have any. Oh, hey there, John Bon Zombie. Thank you for coming and wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate it.
This is where the Lord of the Vermin is hiding. Let's cleanse this hovel once and for all.
Okay, so this is a battle that has multiple potential entry points. So as I march around here, I can find these entry points.
Brothers.
And the more that I find, the more options I have when distributing my troops at the beginning of the fight. Okay. So now that I've found them all, I'll step in. And now I've got all of those locations to potentially place my people. So, Mordred... Okay, so here's the main enemy back there. I think Mordred should definitely be the one attacking that main enemy.
Sinners shall bleed.
Okay, it looks like there's an archer back here. So let's place Dindrain here, where I think she's protected, but could snipe these guys from the side. Okay. Okay, looks like, yeah, there's some archers in the back over there. So let's keep Kay with Mordred in case the melee enemies, you know, sort of bunch up and can be cleaven. Claven? I don't know. Let's send Balan back here to nail the archers. And let's point him that way so they can't flank him. That's probably good enough. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, so Mordred goes first. Or actually, well, my team goes first. Okay, let's see what kind of damage Dindrain can do first. So she can fire twice, so I can take out this close raider. And I don't know how cover works, but it seems like she's behind cover from this guy, and so he's likely to miss her. So let's take this guy out. Alright, so he's no longer a concern. Let's also see...
Your orders?
Yeah, let's get Balan up here to take out this archer. And then, hey, Balan,
For king and country.
face the other guy so you don't get backstabbed. So I feel like since I can't get to the Marauder Knight this turn, I should probably just do as much damage to his fellows as I can. And let's get close. Oh, actually. Okay, let's put my back to the wall, and then let's cast vulnerability on this guy. Or what's it called? Stigma. Let's cast Stigma on him so that next turn we'll be doing more damage against him. I've got my back to a wall, so it should be fine. This guy might be able to sneak up and do something to me. I'm not sure. But I think that's everybody.
No mercy for the wicked.
Yeah. Okay, so he is hitting her. Didn't do any damage, though. Again, I've never suffered a single health point of damage before in this game. So I'm not sure what would cause it to happen.
I am ready.
Okay. And then we'll just save that for next time. Mordred? Oh, this guy's... He's blocking with his armor. He's got a ton of armor. We're just going to be banging on this guy forever and nothing's going to happen. So actually, I don't know if this guy's got cleave or what. But it does feel like what I'm going to want is to get behind him. So let's get Balan over that direction. And then Mordred can save an action point. Dindrain
For the Lord Almighty.
can take out her assailant at least. And I think that's everybody.
None can stand in my way.
Yeah, needing to... I feel like there must be an option to let me avoid manually doing all of those checks. To, like, make sure that I'm not wasting, you know, a person. Okay, so... So Balan cannot get to this person, but he can get real close to here. So let's... Okay, Balan, back to the wall. Didn't drain. Can you hit this guy? No? Oh, but you can from here. Okay, so let's run over here, shoot this guy once. Oops. Wait, I just hit the wrong button. Oh, dang it, I hit the wrong button and I couldn't get out of it. Ah, that is not what I meant to do. Ah, that was stupid. Okay. Well, so I wonder if I'd hit escape or something. Let me try hitting it. So I'm going to right click and hold here. Then I'm going to hit escape. That's what I should have done. Okay, so I accidentally, because there's just so many games out there, and some of them have you move the camera by right-clicking and dragging, I right-clicked and dragged to move the camera, and that commanded Mordred to move, which was not my intention. All right, he's blocking like crazy, but I think we are going to slowly whittle his armor down. Is that everyone?
Your command?
All right, yeah. But at least he's not attacking Mordred again. Okay, so I don't know actually what the difference is between this plus bar and this green bar. Is like the plus the stuff that heals between battles and the green the stuff that doesn't, maybe? I'm really not sure. Okay, we've taken down enough of his armor now that he's vulnerable, which is nice. And I'm gonna now move Balan back here. Oh, now, okay, yeah, we're taking down enough of his armor that we're actually doing serious damage to him. And slash, nice. Okay, I think Dindrain might be in the best position to try to get this last dude. Dang it, not quite. All right, well, this one little straggler is like, ah.
Life is suffering.
Yeah, so she's taking hits to the brown bar there, and I'm not sure exactly what the brown bar does. I should examine the character sheet, maybe.
It seems I was wrong about you, Mordred.
Careful with the praise, it makes me uncomfortable.
I shall give you an advice then. Camelot is in danger. Not from these marauders, but the creatures of darkness beyond the Bridge of Sorrow.
You mean your ancestral bridge?
My brother Balin is standing guard in the bridge fort, holding back the tides of midnight.
This almost sounds like praise.
There has been bad blood between us. He is cruel and arrogant, a savage in battle. But even Balin will fall if you don't help him out.
And what about you?
I have fulfilled my oath. If you decide to march to the bridge now, I will meet you there.
Fine, I will see you at the bridge. Finished missions. When you complete all the main objectives, you can exit via the Finish Mission button at the top right. Or you can explore the rest of the map, like to pick up things out of this chest.
Treasure lost and found.
I bet that treasure is probably it, but let's poke around just a little bit more. Oh yes, there we go.
Look what I found.
A sigil for light armor. That might be it. I don't think there's any loot on enemies generally in this game. They very carefully parcel out what loot you have. It doesn't seem like there's a bunch of random drops. Unless, I mean, maybe the stuff in the chest is random. I'm really not sure. But I think we're probably done. I don't know. Do I have access to these people's character sheets? I know I do between missions. Hey Dan31, it's good to see you. Thank you for showing up on my birthday. I appreciate it. Bambi says that this game is giving them battle chess flashbacks. Oh, that's interesting. It's been a long time since I played battle chess. Wow, that was ages ago in the 90s. Okay, so we got a bunch of prizes here. We got some money. We got some building resources, which I have not learned how to use yet. So it looks like I've got Lady Dindrain permanently. Balan I did not get to keep, but Dindrain can level up. So let's have a look at the leveling up screen. So right here, we've got her skills. So she's got a regular ranged attack, which is unlocked. And she also has a fire arrow, which I didn't even bother to check out or use. Maybe that would have been smarter. So it does less weapon damage, but it does burning on the target, which lasts for 2 turns. And they suffer 40% weapon damage. So basically, overall, they end up suffering like 150% weapon damage, but it just takes more time. And she can only do it every 2 turns. So that's cool. Oh, and if I can choose these little pips next to skills to make them more powerful. So for instance, I can make them, when they're on fire, they can do less actions. I also grab an entirely new skill, Poisoned Arrow. So it does more damage up front, and it poisons them for 2 turns. Oh, interesting. So this one does more upfront damage than the Burning Arrow. It does less damage overall, but it also hinders their ability to damage you. And then I've also got these. So these are active. These squares are active abilities. The circles are passive abilities. So detecting traps, for instance, which is a thing I haven't used yet. The hero gains 1 AP when killing a unit on their turn. She already has pretty good outlay of action points, so I think maybe that's not Overwatch. I didn't even know that Overwatch was a thing in this game. Well, that actually seems pretty valuable for an archer to have. What else can I do to her regular stuff? So, your weapon damage is increased against burning units, so you can set someone on fire and then keep hitting them and do more damage to them. Similarly with poison. I think I'm actually more interested in picking up the Overwatch damage thing, even though I have not learned how to do Overwatch yet in this game. I never did spend this available skill point of K's, but I'm not going to because I want to get this. This is a thing that makes all of his bleed effects more powerful, and I've already put bleed effects on his other skills. Or at least on one of his skills, and so I want to enhance the bleed effect. Oh, I just realized I've been covering up the skills this whole time. I do that all the time. I have no idea where my freaking head is. And so I was sitting here gesturing at things. You couldn't even see half of it. Sorry about that. Leveling up is cool. I guess I'll just say that. So I've got these sigils that I got, which make their weapons more powerful. So I've got a rune of charring, which makes burning last longer. That's appropriate. We'll put that on her. And I've got an effect for one-handed weapons. It's about bleeding that makes bleeding last longer, but I haven't actually given... Mordred's my only one-hander, and I haven't actually given Mordred any bleeding abilities, so this just feels useless. So I guess it also might add a tiny, tiny amount of damage. So, I don't know. I guess I'll add it for now, but it seems like something I'll want to skimp on a little bit later. Let's see here. So we've got... He wears heavy armor, but we've got something here for... Oh, yeah, another sigil for heavy armor. So... Okay, so right now I've given him one that makes him move further, which seems really valuable. I could also give him extra vitality, but he's got the most vitality of the group. So maybe I should give that vitality one to K. So... Oh, wait, no. What is K wearing? Heavy armor... Oh, haste is for light armor. I didn't catch that. God, if they're red, I can't use them. Okay, that makes sense. So light armor, which gives them more movement AP, that can go on her armor. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, I think I've assigned everything here that I can. So, yeah. Let's close out of here. The X button to close out of screens is in the lower right corner of menus, which is weird. Okay, it looks like the Bridge of Sorrow is over this way. So that's where my next mission is. I apparently have gained the ability to reconstruct my base. So, I'm not sure how this works. Crypt? Welcome to the Crypt, the resting place for your heroes fallen in battle. Select their tombstones to pay respect. So I haven't lost anyone yet, so that's not real yet. And it looks like it lists a bunch of things here that maybe don't exist yet. Training ground. Required merchant. Okay. Merchant. Required hospice. Okay. Hospice. Okay, so I can do the hospice first. So Avalon can be harsh and unforgiving place. Your wounded heroes need time and care to recover for the next nightly quest. The hospice, offering comfortable beds and skilled healers, is the right place for that. So I've got 1339 gold and 800 resources. I can do it, so let's start reconstruction. Boom! Treatment slots. At the moment, you only have one treatment slot where you can heal your heroes. Treatment takes time, and you won't be able to use your hero during that period. Okay, so here you can reconstruct this building and expand its capabilities. Upgrade the building to unlock additional 3 treatment slots, so you can heal heroes simultaneously. You can assign a hero from your hero list to this title. Building with an assigned leader gains additional benefits. Certain hero traits can have an effect on the title, so be sure to pay attention to them. So, okay, so you can just use this as a place to slot in your heroes, but use them only in battle. But when you've got enough heroes, you can actually install them in jobs back at base when you're not using them in the field. That's pretty cool. I really like that idea. Because once you've got more heroes than you need in battle, sometimes it can feel like some of them are going to waste, that it's inefficient, or, oh, I always want to use my best ones, which means that, there's a lot of them just languish and feel pointless. But if you've got a job to give them to do back at the base, that can actually be really helpful. So it looks like the question is, who's injured? So let's look at, can I figure out, okay, vitality. Taking vitality damage can lead to persistent injuries and eventual death. Vitality does not regenerate after missions. This is damage you can take before taking vitality damage. And this is your armor. Okay, got it. Okay, so hit points. So as I was guessing, the brown bar on my characters is their hit points, which is the stuff I don't care about losing hit points in a given mission, because I will get them back after the mission is over. But if I get down into the green bar, that's the stuff where I have to worry about long-term injuries and I have to spend time healing my characters. So because in that last mission, none of them got down into the green. In fact, very few of them even got down taking damage in the brown because of their armor. We're good. I'm imagining that over time, as the difficulty of this game ramps up, it's not going to be that easy. Now, how much does it cost? Okay, so reconstructing the cathedral will cost 200 more of these materials than I have, so I can't do that yet. And I don't even really need the hospice yet, so that's nice. How do I get out of here? Oh, what's at the round table? Welcome to the Round Table. This is the legendary gathering place of the noble knights of Camelot and the seat of the monarch of Avalon. You can pass laws, issue decrees, and give knighthood to heroes. First, you have to unlock its functions. Heroes outside of your active roster are waiting here. You can add heroes if there are empty slots in your hero list. Upgrade the Round Table to expand your hero list to acquire more. So this is like where you recruit people, I guess. Okay, so I can, like, get loyalty from someone by making them royal protector, except I don't know what that means yet. So there's a lot of stuff I don't understand yet. But yeah, okay, so I think we've got a very sort of broad overview of how this game fits together. What it's like to sort of wander through a map, kind of like Mutant Year Zero, how the combat works, how the stats work on the characters, and then what you do in between missions to sort of level people up. There isn't a sense of physically moving your people around. Instead, you just select destinations on the map, and that's where you end up, that's the mission you end up going on. So I don't know. I assume this adventure app is going to get bigger and cover more territory eventually. But I mean, there's already all of these locations that I'm aware of already that I can't go to, but I imagine they're going to be spawning missions around a lot of these places eventually. I wonder if I can replay a mission. Huh. Oh, hey there, Hop Cypher. Thanks for coming in and wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate that. And also Bampy, thanks for saying so. But I think for right now, I'm very tired, and I've got other stuff I need to go and do. So that is King Arthur: Knight's Tale. Very different from the two movies that you could, that those titles feel like they're drawn from. But I really like this. I'm actually really interested in continuing on and playing more of it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that here on the stream or if I'm just going to do that on my own. But if you want to come back and check, there's a subscribe button. If I do come back and play this game, I'll stick the link right there. Or maybe you'll just see links to other games. I don't know.